Recording started.
Cool, guys. I wanted to thank you guys for getting on the call, and I apologize for the mishap about the wrong number. Real quick, my name is Kody Smith, and new ambassador in Denver, Colorado. Real quick, if you got a piece of paper and a pen, definitely grab it. The little thing about me is I have ADD, and I go very, very fast. So I'm going to throw out some pretty cool nuggets, and you just want to try to keep up. I won't be able to slow down. First off, I've been in the industry for about 16 years, and I've come across just about everything you can imagine. And I know I'm pretty young compared to a lot of the heavy hitters that are on the team, but I have been around a little bit. And in the time being in the fitness industry, my main goal was just to help people get in shape. That was it. You know, the passion I built over the years was just that. Whatever I could do to help people more to just get in shape, feel better about themselves, make them feel better when, you know, they're in a group of people at a pool or whatever. That was my main priority. And I've always been, I guess pitched, confronted multiple times on all sorts of different programs. And, I've had some success in some others a long, long, long time ago, nowhere near the success that I've had with ViSalus. And something to know about with, being in the training industry, it's so, everybody wants to, network marketers that kind of have this kind of industry that we're in, the first thing they want to do is they want to find trainers like us. Because really, what do you think? If I get a couple of personal trainers in my organization, they're going to blow the business up because they've got a ton of clients if they're good. They'll have a ton of clients, and they'll get all the clients on the product. It's true if they believe in it 100%. And, Roger can probably vouch for this. When they first approached me about ViSalus, and Cedric, I think, was on the phone, and, I wasn't going after it right away. I'm not as stubborn or arrogant as most trainers are. We tend to come off that way because we're professionals in the industry, and sometimes it's taken to a point where we get downgraded, because nowadays just about anybody can get certified. You can have that paperwork and say, hey, I'm a certified personal trainer, whoop-de-doo-dah. If they don't know squat and how to get people in shape, then it's a whole different story. So when I got into the fitness industry, it was mainly just because I got my butt kicked all the time when I was younger, and I wanted to get in shape, get big, and go back and kick the crap out of people that used to pick on me. No kidding, that's what it was. Then, as I started getting really good at helping people and started to feel what these other people felt when they lost 100 pounds or lost 200 pounds or could wear a size 2 or wear clothes that they never used to be able to wear until, since high school. That's when my motivation started to change. And most trainers, we all usually think the same. We'd love to help people. That's what we love to do. We will help people. We have the hardest time to say no to clients because we want to help as many people as possible, and yet our pocketbook really doesn't show well. I was doing a lot, and I really wasn't making that much money, but I continued to say yes. And what I really needed to do was say no, and I couldn't really handle that. And then when I got started with ViSalus, guys, I'm not a network marketer. I've done a few in the past. I was nowhere near as successful, like I said, so I didn't have a bunch of people I can just bring over. In fact, if you have your piece of paper in your hand, I want you to write this down. Write down $3,500 per month. So you got $3,500 per month written down. Okay? Then take a truck, a beautiful 2008 GMC truck, jacked up, beautiful. Everybody looked at it, loved the truck. Nice stereo system was worth like $10,000. Put that down there, however you want to word it. Put down a rent of like $800 with a roommate running across the street. What happened was when these guys approached me, I lost that $3,500 income from a health club. And they pretty much, I quit, and in the industry, you can't really quit. They just pretty much force you out. So they didn't want me to come back. So no more $3,500 a month. Then that truck, gone. I have no vehicle. No way to get around. That rent, my roommate could no longer help me. He's gone. The check that I was supposed to get from the health club was supposed to be like $3,800, so I was okay. I had cush. I had enough money to get by for a couple months to pay rent, to do some things. Well, I go to check the mail. The check came, $500. I was like 580, whatever. I have $580 to survive, to pay rent, to buy food, and somehow come up with the money to join ViSalus. Guys, when I started, I was broke. And all my clientele that were at this other gym with me, and believe me, I had 10 classes a week, and they had about 50, 60 people on them. So many of them told me they would come. Oh, you start your own place. Oh, you go out. I'm going to come. And they never did. Maybe 9 of them did. And that's where I started. 7 months, taking 9 people to over 200 as customers, clients, that sort of thing. So what ViSalus did for me was not only did it create the income, great, but it allowed me as a personal trainer to go way outside of that 5-mile square radius that we're so accustomed to. What I mean by that is when we work at a health club or a training studio or whatever, we usually will market about 5-mile square radius around us to gather clientele. Because those are the people that will drive the 10 minutes to get there. If we market outside of that, not going to happen. I mean, unless you're really, really good, you'll get a few that will travel. ViSalus allows us, as personal trainers, to go way, way, way beyond that 5-mile square radius. And we kind of touched on it a little bit. We're dealing with, okay, you have one, as me, this is what happened. Me as being a personal trainer, I had one gal get started. And when I combined the two, so I didn't even flinch. If you're a trainer on the call and you're having an issue with combining the two, suck it up because you're thinking way too hard. This is not hard. All you do is combine it in with the program. So how much is your personal training? How much are your boot camps? How much are your Zumba classes? Oh, that's easy. $99 a month. Okay, cool. What do I get? Oh, you get Zumba. You get boot camps, whatever it may be. But inside of that, we have whatever kit you want to bring along. So at that time, I was underselling my program, and I was only doing balance kits. Shame on me. That's what I was doing. So everybody got a balance kit. Now what ended up happening is this one individual, she ended up wanting to get her products for free. So what did she do? She did exactly what I told her to do. Just go out and grab a couple of your friends, get them on the product, and they're going to get it for free. Now you get me for free. I'm going to change your life and get you in the best shape possible for free. And what happened was she had a couple of her friends out of state. So look at this way. 2 of those people are not coming to her or coming to my class, but yet I'm getting paid on them. This is a personal trainer's dream. Not to have so many clients and make more money. Most trainers were in front of these people, teaching them how to count. I mean, you can count to 10. Most people can do that. Us trainers, we like to be right in the middle of it. Yes, that's good. That's what we love to do. But really, do you really want to do that from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., 5 days a week, to maybe make your 5, 6, 7 grand maybe a month, like I said, if you're good, and then you have to deal with the summertime. Summertime take about half. So with ViSalus, just one of the key components was the fact that I could get people to join and help their friends get their product for free, and they could take advantage of losing weight and doing the same product, and yet as the trainer, having those people create the income that I did not have to count their reps for them. Are you with me? So, with trainers that are having a difficult time deciding if this is for them, trust me, I was there. I was the type, I need to try this product. Is it good? Really, if there's 160,000 people that joined the challenge last month, do you think it's good? Of course it is. I strongly recommend for you to do your due diligence. You know, if you're a trainer and you've been in it for a long time, of course you're going to. That's just what you do. But when you do it, think of it in a different way. Don't think of it as a way that you're going to pressure your clientele into something more. If you do that, you're not going to go anywhere. I mean, when you have some new piece of equipment in your gym or that you just bought, like a TRX strap or whatever, you get all hesitant about it? No, you're 100% confident because it's a new toy. and you love it. Something else that's going to help their clients or your clients get better results quicker. Guys, same thing. Same exact thing. Except for what's really good is it kind of positions you to be the expert in your industry. People are going to start going to you because you are getting people results even faster. And you're doing it in a way that no other trainer really is doing. What trainer out there can really offer the transformation contest in their marketing? Nobody from like 24-hour fitness, one of those Lifetime Fitness, Anytime Fitness, not too many. In fact, I don't really know of any. I don't think any of those health clubs offer such an awesome reward for somebody getting in shape. Think about using that in your next marketing piece. Because before you're probably marketing on Craigslist or something else saying how you can lose weight and you can maybe drop down in price in sessions, give them 4 for the price of 2, whatever may have you. But with ViSalus, how you incorporate it and you're successful with it is you never blink an eye. If you're taking the product, you know how good it is. All you got to do is just talk to them. If you don't talk to them and you don't bring it into your training, you're not going to go anywhere with it. And that's where, as trainers, we're good. We're good at what we do. And we love it. And the first thing that comes to mind is, what's it going to be for my clients? I'm concerned about them. I'm concerned, okay, some of them are allergic to whey or whatever have you. Yes, that's going to happen. But yet I'm sure you've got clients that have a problem with energy. You have a problem with clients that have a snacking problem. Guys, there's so many different products that ViSalus has that can arm trainers, and it doesn't make you look bad. It just makes you look good. It makes you look like you know what you're doing. I mean, think about it. Power Bar, very well-known company. They just now decided to do Tri-Sword. Really? You're ahead of Power Bar. Everybody knows about Power Bar. ViSalus, I mean, when I was first looking into ViSalus, I was like, what a joke. This is crazy. And then I started looking again, and then my business mind came on. Okay, put my clients aside. Yes, if it really works and that many people are really getting that good of shape, sweet. Okay, let me see the money. And then when you actually start looking at it, and you look at the money part of it, think about this. When you've got all those clients that you're, charging, whatever it is, a month or a session, however you do it, break it down. What happens when you're going to take that week off? You got to call them all. You got to let them know you're not going to make it. Or you got to pay somebody to cover you. But wait, if you hire somebody to cover, what if they're good? You're kind of screwed there. Because if they're good, then they're like, oh, you know what, I want to do like half my sessions with Bob and my other half with you. Is that cool? Well, there goes your paycheck. Guys, in ViSalus, if you really work hard and you just go and go and go, guess what? You're not going to have to worry about that. Yeah, if you're still training them one-on-one, you're still going to have to worry, about getting those sessions in. But the income, it's going to be there. And most likely, it's probably going to grow. That's what's cool. But now, what about this? You're a trainer, and you're training Susan. Susan's getting in awesome shape. In fact, you're inspiring Susan so much, she wants to become a trainer. What do you have in place right now without ViSalus that if Susan, I think that's her name, Susan goes out and wants to start her own training business? What do you have in place that can make an income off of what Susan does, not including ViSalus? Anything? Probably not. But if she's your client and she's on ViSalus and she's getting results and she wants to become a trainer, guess what? She's probably going to become a promoter. And guess what? She's going to open up her own place or go somewhere else and be an independent contractor, and she's going to start training people. And if you're good, she's going to follow your footsteps because you're successful. Now, Susan, instead of breaking away from you and not making you a dime and you have to replace her, now she is creating you an income. Very, very, very powerful, you guys. When you really, really think about it from a trainer aspect or even an instructor, oh my gosh. Lately, I read the compensation plan probably 3 times a week. I know this thing now. Before, I would call Roger up and be like, what the heck? Why am I not making more money? It's because I was too stupid. I didn't take my time and learn and read. You really want to look into what you have and what you're doing. If you're not happy training all those hours, you think it's going to get any better? You're probably doing this. You might say, oh, well, I'm going to double them up. I'm going to stack them. Oh, yeah, okay, go ahead and stack them. Because guess what? That's not going to work. Next, you're going to go to small groups. Small groups. After small groups, you start teaching boot camps. That's what I do. I make 6 figures teaching a few boot camps a week. I used to train one-on-one, 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. Saturday, I do about 6 hours. Sunday, I do a few. I had no life. If you're a Zumba instructor or a step instructor, this program, top-notch. How many Zumba instructors out there do you know who actually take part in doing measurements, photos, all of that? Not very many, but if you're in ViSalus, it's pretty much given. You pretty much learn that. You want to do that. We've got Zumba instructors in our group who are doing just that and are killing it. Only because most instructors, they just go in, they teach, and they leave. That's it. They have, they chat a little bit. They probably have a little bit of emotion with their people, whatever. But ViSalus has helped my people get even more social and look way more professional because now they're taking it a step further. They're helping them do their measurements, putting them on their profiles, doing their photos, entering them into the challenge, and taking the time. And they're getting them to do something more. That's in a class setting. That's in big gyms. So if you're on the call and you're thinking about becoming a rep with ViSalus and you're kind of worried, maybe you're a spin instructor or whatever, it works. It doesn't matter. All you have to do is get into the system, and if you truly, 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 truly have heart to help people really get in shape, you're going to do very, very well. Because people will see right through that. See right through it. They'll see if you're just trying to pitch some program, or if you're trying to pitch some shape, or they'll see that you actually have heart and you truly want to help them. And when that happens, oh my gosh, your business will explode. And that's what we're experiencing. So many people are coming to us now from all over that want to join with us just because, for one, we practice what we preach. We get in shape. We do it. I'm not saying you have to, but gosh, if you're talking about losing weight, and you definitely should be doing it yourself. Because if you're not, you kind of look like a fool. You really should definitely do it. Not only because of that, it's great for your business, it's great for your health. One more thing for personal trainers, and what really caught my eye and what really made me work this thing really, 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 really hard was just the stats. The stats on what ViSalus has, I don't even know them by heart. Just the fact that we're going to do $1 billion in a year in North America alone, no other drug selling company's ever done that. That's pretty powerful. And lately I've been talking to a lot of my clients about it, and they find that kind of shocking. With ViSalus and instructors and in the fitness industry, you guys having something where you can actually make a little bit of money on top of what you already do, it's just common sense. If you work at 24-hour fitness, I don't even think they do this anymore. When we used to work there, we were required to sell a certain amount, and we only got paid 10%. 10%. And that was one time. If they went back and reordered, we didn't get anything. We had to constantly drive new business. A couple of the other big health clubs I've worked at, same thing. Same thing. If we hit the 2,000 or 4,000 or 5,000 mark, guess what? Next month we had to do more. But we didn't get paid on last month's production this month. So when you think about that, and I know some of you that are trainers on the call, this might hit home. you could work your butt off for the next 3 months pretending like you're doing exactly what you used to do for 24-hour fitness or whatever, selling those supplements. But guess what? Those numbers and those orders, we still pay you. So you can work your hard as you possibly can for those 3 months, and that 4th month, you're going to get paid on all of it again. And then the next month again. There's no health club out there that'll do it. None. So tell me that's not a good enough reason to be a part of something that we have. I mean, that alone is like, that's like winning the lottery. As a personal trainer, the last thing we want to do is work more. I mean, so many people think that we're so motivated. Yes, we are, but yet we're so lazy. We want to do less to make more. So true. But how? ViSalus has so much for us to do that. You got to stop being arrogant. Stop thinking you know everything. You have to let somebody in. You've got to listen to them. Put away everything that you've learned. Just pretend that you're going to school all over again. Because whoever invited you to the call, whoever's talking to you about doing it, let them share with you what other trainers are doing, because it works. And it's just a matter of time before your clients become customers of somebody else, and it could have been you. I've got clients, I've got customers that are in other states that are getting trained by trainers that are not on my team. They're still waiting. I don't know what for. They're just waiting. That happens. But you know what? How cool is that? Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and make a little bit of money. You train them. Cool. Just make sure you do it good. You know, this is what's so awesome about the business. And if you're a health club owner, this is awesome. You're a health club owner, and you're thinking about maybe having your trainers do it, or you're thinking about you yourself doing it in the club. What if you had just 5 people? 5 people that decided to start the challenge, do the products. Everybody loves free. They're going to try to get it for free. So they're going to go out there and get their 3 people. So there's 15, right? I think that's right. So 15 people out there getting products that your 5 wanted to get it for free. Well, out of those 15 people who are helping your 5 get it for free, how many of them do you think actually would have joined your gym? So now you're getting paid off of somebody else's marketing efforts that you didn't have to pay for, and you're getting an income. Not only that, now you have the potential to bring in new members that are already on your challenge that you did not talk to. The power of referrals is amazing. It's so smart with what ViSalus did. So smart. So if you're a health club owner, studio owner, whatever, thinking about implementing it, why not give it a shot and let somebody try it? Worst that's going to happen is someone's going to get in awesome shape and get results, send people your way in 2 different ways. You have nothing to lose. Only thing you're going to do is create a little bit more in the EFT draft and bring in happier people and tap into marketing that was not spent by you. Tell me how that's not going to increase your profit. Guys, there's so much more I could go in, and I would love to. So much more. I have a ton of notes here that I've used on other things with trainers and health club owners, but I have a boot camp to teach in about 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up for a few questions, and if you have any, definitely shoot them out. I'll try to answer them the best way possible. Again, I just want to thank everybody for being on the call, taking the time for the mishap that happened. And just one piece of advice, if you're talking to a personal trainer, just listen to them. Let them hear what you have to say, but listen to what they have to say. We don't really like to be sold anything. We want to know how it's going to help us, but first we want to know how it's going to help our clientele, because that's our number one goal. Our number one goal is to help our people get in the best shape possible. So if you come in talking a bunch of numbers and how much money we're going to make, I'm going to shoot you away. They're going to shoot you away. We want to know what's going to be the best for our clientele. That's why we got into the business. We didn't get into the business to make a ton of money, because most people know trainers aren't making 7 figures. There's hardly any of them making 6 figures. They do it because they love it. They do it because when people come to them and they say, hey, you changed my life. My husband looks at me totally different now. My wife looks at me totally different now. My wife can actually put her arms around me now. I can wear clothes that I never could wear before in my life. You changed my life. My husband is no longer a diabetic. Those are the reasons why we do it. Yes, money helps, but we love to help people. That's why we're here. That's what we do. If you got any questions, we'd love to hear them.
Line unmuted.
Yeah, Kody.
Yep.
This is Cheryl Curry. There's a question I keep getting asked all the time. Like Tony sets up a table outside a gym, but the question that gets asked is, how do I approach the gym owner? Does it have to be a private gym? What should I present? Do I need to have a package? Can you answer that one?
Yeah, that's a pretty good question. You want to do your due diligence first. If it's a big corporate gym like a 24-hour fitness or whatnot, the chances of you getting in there and going cold like that are very slim. You got to take your time. Go to the gym, build rapport with some of the trainers, and start talking to them. I've done it to where I've done interviews with them and asked them questions to say, hey, I want to do an article on my blog, and I just want to see how well you're doing in the fitness industry. Can I feature you on my top-ranked site? Oh, yeah, sure. They're going to love to talk about themselves. So you're going to find questions in there that are going to say, okay, money's an issue, clients canceling's an issue, bad checks is an issue. So you're going to find all those things, and that's your doorway in. You know what I mean? So don't just go straight to the gym and say, hey, we want to hold a booth and share product. Get to know people. That's the best way to do it. And, it's not going to be fast. You can't just expect it in a couple days. I would say a couple months. I would start right now planting seeds and I would have 4 or 5 memberships of gyms, and I would go to each one. Not on the same day, just maybe every other day going to a different one, building rapport with personal trainers, talking to the people, that sort of thing. Because 2 or 3 months down the road, guess what? That's where it's going to start happening. Then all of a sudden people will say, how'd you get all these trainers in your group? And that's exactly what I did. But most people don't have the patience to do that. They just want now. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Yep. Kody? Yes.
Hi, this is Jerry Taft from New York.
Okay.
In taking these notes of your call, I mean, I think this is awesome. The problem I'm having is when I talk with trainers, and I know several in my area, coming from me, it's not going to have that same impact as hearing it directly from you. Is there a way to have a tape from you or a way that they can hear you?
Well, hopefully I become the next Vi model, and you bet.
I vote for you.
I was the same way. I mean, when I first got started, I didn't have trainers that would, talk to me and look at me, well, how well are you doing? I just got started. You got your BMW? No, not yet. Well, let me know when you do. I've had that happen a ton. If you just keep focusing on those ones that keep doing that, it's not going to work for you. You got to just keep on going. Like I said, just keep building the rapport, because guess what? They're going to ask you. If you build that rapport, they'll want to know how well you're doing. So just take your time. If you need, depending on who your direct sponsor is, your upline, like 5-star or whatnot, I would, be willing to do calls, maybe something like this. But, I'm sure we can help you out and get a freeway in there, that type of deal. I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Thank you.
You bet.
Kody, this is Debbie Clark. I was wondering, did you record this for call?
Yes, I did.
Oh, good. So are you going to send us the link or the phone number that's recorded so we can give our trainers this one?
Yeah, I'll figure out how to post it and whatnot. I'll get it out there. I'll talk to Roger and see how we can do that.
Okay, cool. Awesome call.
Thank you very much. Anybody else got any questions? We got a couple more minutes.
Hey, Kody, you there?
Yep, I'm here.
Yeah, it's Seth out of Naples, Florida. I just had a question. How would you approach, like, the trainers and Zoom instructors on Facebook, because that's where people can be reached the easiest as far as a lot of people at one time. So you can get a lot of trainers.
How would you approach trainers that are on Facebook? Is that what you said?
Yeah, because you can go in the Facebook search and just type in Zoom instructors, and 150 to 1,000 of them just pop up.
Right. Well, that's a hit and miss. I mean, I've had some success with it, and I've had some major failures with it. But if you don't ask, you never know. What I've done is just I've got on there, and usually I'll wait for them. I'll wait for them to like something or comment something on one of my posts, and then I'll respond to that like and send them an email. But if I'm just reaching out to them and talking to them, I would just send them an email and just ask them if they've ever heard of ViSalus, have they ever thought about incorporating it in their training business, and I would list a couple of the other trainers that are doing it and say, I think you should take a look at it. And that's it. Leave the name, phone number, and keep a track of who you did that to, and then a couple days later, send another email. They're either going to email you back, say, yeah, I've heard about it, not interested. No, what is it? How do I find out more? Or, hey, just leave me alone. Or they won't even respond back.
Yeah. Okay.
But if somebody likes my post, then I would send them an email and say, hey, John, man, I really appreciate you supporting my post because it means a lot to our people. There's a lot of people trying to lose weight, yada, yada, yada. I really appreciate that. Hey, I don't know if you've ever heard of ViSalus, but maybe you should take a look at it. I love it in my business. Maybe you would too. Let me know what you think, Kody. That's it.
Okay. Thank you.
You got it.
Hey, Kody?
Yeah.
This is Tony Marino, Kody.
Hey.
I'm very close to closing this Snap Fitness. I've been working with him for probably about a month now, back and forth with him, and I've done a couple shows there. And the head trainer there is very interested. The last meeting I had with him was a couple of days ago, and he wanted to talk to someone other than me that is in the business. And he wanted to see, exactly what you were saying before, how you were doing.
Cool.
Do you have any problem with talking to one of this?
Not at all. Not at all, Tony. Not at all. Let's do it, brother. Set it up and let's do it.
If I could set that up, you would be able to do that for us?
Oh, yeah. Count me in.
Okay, buddy. I appreciate it. I'll get back to you. Thank you.
You bet. Okay, guys, I got about one more minute. Anybody else got one more? One more. We got to have one more. Come on. Just one. Out of like 25 people? Going once? Twice? All right. You guys are awesome. Awesome. Again, I appreciate you guys. Sorry about the mishap. I was going crazy this morning with a bunch of Who do we got?